Thanks a lot, Barbara. And I'm here with Geneva and Laura Shaunette, local power couple, and down low purveyors, town council member. Yes. You kind of do it all.
We're trying to keep up.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit before we begin about the down low and all the stuff that's going on the holidays. Let's talk a little bit about you two. What's your Telluride stories? Did you come here together, or did you meet here? Oh.
You came first.
I moved here right after college to do a couple ski winters, and that turned into careers and marriage and all that sort of thing. But came to ski, stayed for Telluride Academy, stayed for everything else.
Yeah. Stayed for Telluride Academy. Yeah. Met the Laura. Married the Laura.
Winning. Yeah.
Oh man, I came for Bluegrass in 2011, and it just feels like such a token story. But then I stayed for. I mean, I came pretty intentionally. I definitely stayed. I moved here permanently a year later, and I met Geneva at that Bluegrass Festival, and so there's definitely something in the back of my heart drawing me here, aside from the fact that I really wanted to get out of my situation I was in. I was in Nashville and was just ready to move forward. Yeah. And the mountains, there was something intoxicating about the mountains.
Clearly there was something intoxicating about the mountains. You came for a music festival and you got a wife.
Yeah.
That's an incredible thing.
It was the best ticket I ever bought.
I believe I did the same thing or something like it. So let's talk a little bit about the down low. Talk to me first about the origins of the down low. I know these stories. Full disclosure, I run Telluride Theater along with my wife, and you guys came to us with an idea a while ago, and it was not called the down low at the time, but go ahead.
It took us a while to come up with the name. I think we were hiking Ajax or something. Where were we?
When we came up with the name, a lot of brainstorming happens on hikes.
Yeah.
But we initially came up with the idea because we were bartending and working summer camp and doing the seasonal, off-season trips and lots of road trips in our old Vanagon, and we were listening to all these story podcasts, and we thought they were awesome and really brought out a lot of conversation between us about the stories we heard, and we wondered what it would be like if we could have a live event like that in Telluride.
It just seemed like such a natural thing to bring to this town because, this town is so rooted in storytelling. And I say that at the top of a lot of our live events where it's like you can't make it one block down the street without a story from someone or someone asking about, what did you ski this weekend, or what did you climb, or where did you go? And I love that about this community, and I love that, we're so connected in these ways. But at the same time, you can pass someone every day on the street and say hello and maybe not know that much about them. And so the other side of it is giving a platform to connect on a deeper level with people that you might not always, sit down and talk to. And with this, we hope the environment is like that, is like sitting over coffee with somebody and really laid back and honest and raw.
I think it is.
Yeah.
We're very happy with it, I think. You guys sort of like took it and ran with it, which is an incredible thing. We provided some platforming for it, but you've really grown it to this big thing. And I have to say too, as a theater organization, to have a storytelling night is amazing because that's really the essence of everything you're doing, and I think that what you brought out in the last couple of years, other than the fact that, this is free programming for the community 5 times a year, and we're packing it with 160 people, every time,
awesome.
Is that you were saying, Laura, some of the stories are things about people that you would never know, so that's it's kind of a surprising thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it's also great that it is theater in a way because you're on a stage and people are all quiet listening to you with the lights dimmed, but it's accessible to people who would never consider getting up on the stage otherwise. And I think that going and telling a story at the down low has become this kind of step that a lot of people look to share something that's been a secret or share something that nobody knows about or just really...
Or maybe give more insight to something that everybody knows about.
Sure.
Giving the honest side of it. Yeah.
Or just trying to put themselves out there for the first time, and you can see people in the audience afterwards going up and talking to them and realizing they are approachable or they, have similar stories and they can connect on something else, like their families have similar things together and things like that. So I think it's just been this really cool thing to bring people together and allow them to not just walk by with the earbuds in kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think again, like it serves this function, right, which you guys are in full agreement with, which is to strengthen the community, in terms of like our understanding of one another on the streets, like you were sort of saying. I do want to get to the fact that you have a down low coming up, which is on December 28th.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right? And what is the theme of this down low?
Holidays. It's our annual holidays one. And so
Annual.
It's our fifth one.
It's gosh,
we're entering our 5th year.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. What are you getting us?
I don't.
What's your 5?
I hadn't thought about it yet, but I will now.
Like there's cotton, there's paper. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
A gold microphone.
I'll
or
have to
something
think
like that.
about what we swap.
Yeah.
So yeah, we tend to get some pretty raunchy as well as heartwarming, heartbreaking stories for the holiday theme.
Super dynamic, yeah.
It's a really fun one, and we all get to get cozy in there. So I'm excited about it.
I'm drenched in holiday spirit.
Yes.
Because I've just been listening to some amazing stories over the past week, and I'm so excited for everyone to come and share them.
Just come. Is that the Black Box?
It's at the Black Box, or I was going to say the Bob.
Yeah, it is.
It's at the Bob, the Black Box Theater. And then we, that same night, are premiering the podcast.
That's
We've been
right.
talking about this podcast for
That's right.
years, and we're finally doing it.
Yeah, and the podcast actually, which is a collaboration with Telluride Magazine, right?
Yeah.
So the podcast actually is old stories, right? Combined with in-studio stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been, kind of collecting material and recording a lot of our live events over the past few years, and then also getting some one-on-one stuff in the studio. You told one I'm really excited about.
I did tell one. It was it went rougher. Thank God that Laura's really good at audio engineering. That's what editing's for. But yeah, so it's going to be released the same night. We're going to do it hopefully through Apple Podcasts and a bunch of different things like that.
Yeah.
But you ladies have done more than your share for the community, and I think that we could stay here forever and talk to you. But thank you so much for being here to just talk about the down low. Yeah. We hope to join you on December 28th.
Please do.
And see the liveness.
Yeah.